Hi there. Today I'd like to introduce the concept of Clienteer to you. Clienteer has been in my head for a number of years, and I really think it's time to try and explain where I think it fits into business. Clienteer is something that you can do. Clienteer can be a person, and clienteering obviously is a group of skills and competencies. But I think the thinking behind Clienteer is really more important than the concept itself. Whether you like the word or whether you ever use it doesn't really matter. What you see in the slide is the world as I think it is at the moment. Pretty siloed in most businesses, where you've got sales, marketing, customer service, the factory of some kind, finance and admin. And then you've got customer world out there. Now that world is changing. We know that customers are more knowledgeable. We know that they're becoming more fickle. They want to be more vocal. And they are more connected than they've ever been before. So I believe the Clienteer space sits in this cross-functional area here. And it's not one activity, it's lots of activities. There's lots of concepts out there going around at the moment that people are working really hard to get right. Things like voice of the customer. CRM's been around for a long time. The terminology sometimes gets confused around technology, or is it a strategy or a wider approach to business? To me, it doesn't really matter. People are doing really good work in the CRM space, and I think that that's all consistent with what I believe the Clienteer concept to be about. Customer experience is the same. Customer experience is a fantastic idea. We want our customers to get a great experience of our business, and anything that we can do to improve that and get better at doing that will be great. Social media has come along. Where does it fit into business? Who handles it? What skills do we need to use social media and get the best out of it? We've got social CRM, which is a connection between social media and CRM, listening into clients and customers in a different way. Business process management. We really need to improve our processes in business to ensure that we deliver exactly what the customer wants. So business processes need to be constantly improving, and that needs to be driven by the customer and the customer needs. And that needs, I think, to be a cross-functional approach. Customer engagement. Lots of people speaking about customer engagement and employee engagement. I see a huge link between customer and employee engagement. Our customers are someone else's employees and vice versa. And someone said very recently that it's very difficult to have happy customers if you've got unhappy employees. So getting your employees engaged, keeping them and retaining them and training them, empowering them are all really important concepts in business today. Customer journey mapping. Up to even a year ago, I had never heard the concept of customer journey mapping. I've been around a long time in business, but I think it's really important and we need to understand that. But who in your business has got the skills to handle customer journey mapping? I think it's really dangerous that we assume that we've got all the necessary skills, what I would call the clienteering skills, in business at the moment. We need to perhaps go out and find new skills, perhaps even new roles in our businesses to handle this cross-functional space. Then we've got customer communities, a big topic in itself. Who handles them? How do you manage them? Where do you get best value from them? So all of those items, and there possibly are more that I've missed out, sit in what I would call the Clienteer space. So what is it really about? Well, the first thing is that it's a big dollar opportunity for businesses. Customers are looking for a different relationship. They don't want to be sold to or marketed to in the same extent, or to the same extent that they've done in the past. So if we get this right, the businesses that lead the field will have the best relationship with their customers, and they'll get the business going forward. So it is a dollar opportunity. It's not a nice to have, it's an absolute essential. We've got to start thinking outside in. We've got to start thinking from the customer's point of view into the business. We've had too many years of management teams sitting in a room coming up with solutions for customers, and then finding that new products don't work. New services don't sell as well as we hoped. We've got to bring the customer and their voice into our business. I've used the phrase often in this presentation here, got to be cross-functional. Got to bridge the gap between the silos and get the absolute actionable insights that we can collect from customers and get those back in the business. Yes, we might need new skills. Could I have a recognition that there may be new skills involved here? Dangerous to assume that within the silos we've got, that those skills already exist. And yes, people will be very resistant. It may mean some authority moving around in a business and sitting in different places. But the world's changing. Maybe the silos have got to change too. Definitely a coordinating space. I don't see the Clienteer as stealing much authority from anybody in business, but they will coordinate the activities, make it cross-functional, and make it valuable for the business as a whole. There may be new technology involved, sentiment analysis tools, community building tools. We need the skills to handle that new technology and to choose the right technology should we decide that technology is required. Do we have those skills in business already? I suspect not. The C-suite in business has got to support the Clienteer approach. If it's lip service, putting lipstick on the pig, as they say, that's not going to work. It's going to be very frustrating for the people involved. It's going to be very wasteful for a business. And I think we really got to get the CEOs and C-suite folks on board with clienteering so that we get full support. And we get, as somebody once said, the clout that we need to make the changes required in business. We also need to manage the return on investment. It's longer term. It's not quick hit. Where are the leads? Where are the new business? This is farming as opposed to hunting. And I do believe that we need to still demonstrate the return on investment. And top of my list is that this is a listening space, the Clienteer space. We've had a long time when we've been speaking and shouting at clients and shouting at customers and speaking to them from our agenda. Now we've got to listen to our customers. If we don't listen to them, somebody else will. So that's the Clienteer story. Please come back on to me, tell me you disagree, tell me I've missed something out. Let's have the conversation. Let's see if we can make this space in business vibrant, productive and profitable.